सच्चिदानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ हां हौं शिवाय नमः। 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 ॐ हां हौं शिवाय नमः. Nithyananda and welcome everyone. Today we enter into the Chaturtha Vinyasa Krama series from asanas 700 onwards. As we begin, as always, we start with the ritualistic cleansing, the Tattvachamanam. For the Tattvachamanam, we will have a Panchapatram with a Udarini and water, and we start. Take an Udarini of water, pour it on your right hand, having the right hand in Bindu Mudra. Take a sip. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svada. Wash your hand. Wipe the lips with the base of your thumb. Wash your hand. Touch your upper lip, lower lip. Wash your hands. With the thumb and index finger together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. Wash your hands. With the thumb and index finger together, touch your right eye, right ear, left ear. Wash your hands. With the little and thumb together, touch your navel, right shoulder, left shoulder, top of the head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and navel. Now we enter into the Sankalpa Mantra, the conscious resolution. The resolution, the resolve that we take for today, whatever we want to manifest. When we visualize and take a resolve, it simply manifests in your day. So bring your left palm on your right side, facing the right palm, cupping it on top of the right hand. Close your eyes as we chant Om Mamopata Samasta Vritakshaya Dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhatitau Purana Arogya Yukta दृढगात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Wash your hands. Om Apa Upasprishya. Now place the Panchapatram away as we enter into the asanas. From asanas 601, sorry, not 700, from asana 601, the first asana is Kecharasana, the space walking pose. So start seated comfortably in Padmasana. Padmasana, you will place your right foot on the left thigh and the left foot on the right thigh. Keeping your spine taut, shoulders relaxed, rest each hand gently on the knee on the same side. Holding the Kechari Mudra. For Kechari Mudra, you will turn the tongue gently back and upward into the hollow of the mouth. like folding your tongue and bringing the tip of the tongue to the hollow of the mouth, and holding the Pratyahara Kumbhaka with your breath. That is, inhaling deeply, and you hold your breath while withdrawing the senses. Bring your attention towards your Bring your attention inwards as you hold the breath as long as comfortable. And this for this asana, we will be holding the Mahamudra Bandha. In Mahamudra Bandha, you will clench your perineum, pelvic muscles of the pelvic floor. Draw the abdomen inward and up, and tuck your chin to the chest, holding all the three bandhas together as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize your awareness lifting from the body into the vast expanse of the inner sky in Kecharasana. Kecharasanam nama Padmasanah Jivahaya Kallum Sprishanim Nasagram Drishtim Nidat Kecha Ke Vicharat Yogini. Next we move on to Agrasana, the front seated pose. Start seated comfortably in Padmasana in lotus posture by placing the left foot on the right thigh and the right foot on the left thigh. Placing the hands on the respective thighs. We are going to hold the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open and steady gaze outward while awareness remains deeply within. Hold the Pratyahara Kumbhaka by inhaling deeply and holding your breath while withdrawing your senses. And in this asana, we will only hold the Udhyana Bandha, that is, drawing the abdomen inward towards your spine and then lifting it upward. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, visualize your body as a sacred vessel, spine as a radiant mala of the 108 luminous beads, a sacred garland offered upward. In Agrasanam. Agrasanam cha pratamam paraswada asanam api adam madhyasanam tataiva anvar siddhasanam uchyate. Next is Narada Laya Mudra. Narada's melody scene. Continuing to remain seated in Padmasana. Hold the Kechari Mudra, turning the tongue gently back and upward into the hollow of the mouth. Hold the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply and holding the breath, withdrawing the senses. Clench your perineum in Mula Bandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize the flame of consciousness glowing steadily within. Rechakatarkamen Kumbhakajvo Mudrane Ma Kecheri Vagdipom Layamevahi Narada Kilaya Jate Harmota Jakko Vayai. Next is Omkarasana, rolling Om pose. Remaining in Padmasana, place your hands by the sides of your body, holding the Puncha Kera Puncha Kara Mudra, placing both hands on the soles with the thumbs turned forward and extend and hold the abdomen long. Holding the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply and holding your breath while withdrawing the senses. Clench your perineum in Mula Bandha. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize a luminous blue vibration of light energy blowing at your navel. Feel the radiating power through the central channel in Omkarasana. Guhyavayum Nadaya Madhya Akrestum Upaya Padmasane Tanum Stapya Hastadvayam Pashvaye Nyaset Angushtam Purvabhimukhau Ketvakukshin Drigam Prasarya Urdhavakshe Stiram Krutva Omchenkara Mudram Dharayet. Next we move on to Vairochasana. Vairochanasana, luminous seat, remaining seated in Padmasana. Lengthen your spine tall, and keep steady to keep your posture open and upright. Rest your hands firmly on the sides with the thumbs turned forward and extended abdomen. Broaden your chest while lifting your upper torso to form the Umchenkara Mudra. Breathe deeply through the alternate nostrils. Holding the Kechari Mudra, turning the tongue gently upward into the hollow of the mouth. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply and hold your breath while withdrawing the senses. Clench your perineum in Mula Bandha. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The japa that we are going to chant here is Om, not Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We are chanting the japa Om, making the sound of Om. And visualize yourself seated as the radiant Vairochana, the all-illuminating presence at the center of Dharma being in Vairochanasana. Yoga Chakrayantropakara Nairabhushitam Vairochana Padmasana Vistri Nabhandena Prana Vayuraso Vishuddha. Next we move on to Jnana Mudrasana, the seat of wisdom pose. Here, we are going to release from the Padmasana and start kneeling with the knees grounded and toes tucked under your feet. Sit back gently onto your sitting bones, keeping your spine tall and chest open for good posture and easy breathing. Relax your shoulders down. Place your hands gently on your thighs with the index and thumbs touching in Bindu Mudra. Hold the Samavritti with your breath, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhale evenly, maintaining a rhythmic breath without strain as you hold the Maha Mudra Bandha, drawing the abdomen in and up. Clench your perineum in Mula Bandha and tuck your chin to the chest in Jalantara Bandha. As you hold all the three bandhas, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, visualize resting in wisdom's seat grounded at your core, rooted yet elevated. Embody clarity and insight from inner silence. Jnana Mudrasana. Janubhyam adho bhumau stapya hridhi चिन्मुद्रं धारयान् नाभपादतलं संस्थाप्य ज्ञानमुद्रासनं विदुः. Next we move on to Kaya Yamaga Asana, the body union pose. Now start standing with your feet slightly wider than your hip width and your toes turned slightly out. Bend your knees deeply to lower your hips towards the ground until your thighs are close to your calves. Keep your chest lifted, spine tall, place your palms together at the chest for balance. Avoid letting your knees collapse towards or by pressing them gently outward. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra with the eyes open, steady gaze, Samavriddhi, inhaling through the nose and exhale evenly, maintaining rhythmic breath. And clench your perineum in Mula Bandha. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving any stiffness. In Kaya Yamaga Asana. மேலே உயர்த்தி கீழே இறக்கி நாளைக்கு 7 சுற்று. From a standing position, lower your body, come down without sitting completely and holding your hands in front of your chest. Kaya Yamaga Asana. Next, we move on to Utkatasana, the intense pose. 2. Begin standing with your feet hip width apart. Bend your knees and lower your hips into a chair-like position, lifting your heels off the ground. Toes tucked. Maintain your balance with your weight resting on the balls of your feet. Lower down slowly and controlled, but avoid your sitting bones contacting the back of your heels. Resting your hands gently on top of your knees. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keep the eyes open, steady gaze. Samavriddhi, inhaling through the nose and exhale, evenly maintaining the rhythmic breath without strain. On the Mula Bandha, chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. Visualize the fierce form of Shiva, Lord Rudra, in your inner space. See yourself steady and grounded. Like Rudra, you embody strength, stability, and unshakable will, transforming effort into blissful strength. In Utkatasana, Dve. Prakushtab, Prakushtam, Yavastabhya, Dharam Gulpocha, Kekara Gatau, Tatro Parigudram Gudam Nistam, Vidneyam Utkatasanam. Next we move. So here, from a standing position, you are coming down, just like the previous asana. From a standing position, come down. This time, resting the hands on the knees, but you are not sitting on your heels. So still keeping raising your hips away from the heels in Utkatasana way. Next we move on to Vakrasana, the twisted pose. From a standing position, keep your feet shoulder width apart. Sit into a squat position, keeping your thighs parallel to the ground. With feet remaining flat, interlace your fingers at your navel center and hold static. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open, steady gaze. Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath slowly in towards the nostril, producing the sound of the ocean. Clench your perineum and Mula Bandha, chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. Visualize sinking into a static squat as energy twists from upper body towards the hips, through the hips and legs, awakening the Kundalini Shakti. Atha Vakrasana. From a standing position, raise the pelvis and come to a squatted seat. So you're not completely sitting coming to a lower squat in Vakrasana. Next we move on to Pitasana, the bench pose. Start standing with your feet slightly wider than your hip width apart. Turn your toes slightly out, bend your knees deeply to lower into a squat. Place your hands on your knees with the elbows pointing out. Lift and open your chest to lengthen your spine. Place your palms firmly for stability and avoid rounding your back by keeping your chest lifted. Then press into your feet and straighten your legs. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open, steady gaze. Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath slowly in to make the sound of the ocean. Clench your perineum and Mula Bandha, chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. Envision prana flowing upward through your core, energizing and opening your Anahata chakra. From a standing position, come down to a seated position and interlace your fingers around your knees and hold. Pitam ardhachandram va sarvotavadram evacha asana viruchitam badva padmadhyasana lakshanam atha karanam aha. Next we move on to Bhumi Pada Angushtasana, ground big toe pose. Grounded big toe pose. So start standing with your legs comfortable and place your palms, both palms cupped on the ground in front of you. Lean your torso slightly forward while keeping your spine upright. Relax your shoulders down and steady your gaze. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping your eyes open, steady gaze. Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath slowly in through the nostrils. And clench your perineum and Mula Bandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. करद्वयतलं भूमौ भूतकारेण धारयेत् किञ्चित् आनममृततनुः निश्चला स्थिर्मानसः. So from a standing position, lean forward as you cup your hands on the floor. From here, we move on to Kundalini Asana. So here, start standing with your feet hip width apart and spine elongated. Hold your opposite wrist with one hand behind your back. Engage your glutes and thighs as you press your pelvic forward and open your chest up. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, by contracting the throat and making the sound of the ocean with your breath. Hold the Mula Bandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize a luminous spiral of coiled energy at your spine base, dense and vibrant. Kundalini Asana. After Kundalini Asana, so come to a standing position. Hold your hands. Hold your hands behind. Lift your chest. Push your hip forward and lift your chest. In Kundalini Asana. Next, we move on to Pada Hastasana. Standing tall with your feet hip width apart, hinge forward from your hips to fold your torso over your legs. Let your head and neck relax towards the ground. Place your hands beside your feet or hold your ankles for support. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and making the sound of the ocean. Hold the Mula Bandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize your spine elongated as you fold forward, releasing tension through your neck and back. In Pada Hastasanam. Pada Hastasanam Nama Padau Hastavyam Sprished Yadai Trisha Janudesham Sprished Pada Hastasanam Bhavet. From a standing position, fold forward and bring your hands to the floor. Relaxing your head and neck. Relax as we move on to the next asana, Swana Prasarana Asana. Swana Prasarana Asana, Purvanga. The dog stretch pose, preliminary. So begin from a kneeling position with both of your hands on the mat, just ahead of your shoulders. Press yourself up and shift forward to bring your shoulders beyond your wrists as you lift your head and chest. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha, Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize yourself as a keen, alert dog poised with vibrant energy and ready to spring. Skando rakshkam पुरस्तात् प्रसार्य वक्रतया प्रेरयेत् यथा शक्ति विकृत्या कुम्भकं कृत्वा व्यायामं समाचरेत्. From a kneeling position, placing your hands on the mat, lift your hip up. As you bring your head between your hands and lengthen your spine. In Swana Prasaranasana Purvanga. Now we move on to Angushta Mushtikasana, fist gesture pose. From a standing position, take a wide stance with your front knee bent to a 90-degree angle and your back leg straight. Hinge forward to bring your chest just above your front thigh. Interlace your fingers behind you and extend your arms back and upward. Holding the Pasa Hasta Mudra, placing the palm over the palm and interlace the fingers firmly, forming the shape of an axe. Hold the Ujjayi, Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, Japa, Om Nithyananda Yoga. Envision prana flowing through your arms and chest, energizing and cleansing. Kavandasanam Vidyahu Gorakshasanam Evacha Angushta Mushtikam Neyam Brahma Prasaditam Tata. Forming a 90-degree angle with the front leg, keeping the back leg straight. Laying the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers and bring them above your head. Next we move on to Trida Stamba Virohana Asana. Tri-directional lunge pose. From a standing position, stabilize the knees and engage the thighs joints. Step one leg back into a lunge with the torso upright. Extend the back leg straight, then lift and move it forward, back and to the side in a controlled circular sequence. So this is a dynamic asana. Placing the hand by the side of your hips. Hold the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, Japa, Om Nithyananda Yoga. Visualize, envision prana flowing steadily through your legs and core, awakening your inner vitality. Urusandhidaranam cha tato preranam param trida stambadirohanam dandagastasya devacha. Standing position. Bend your right leg into 90 degrees, then to the other side, and moving in all directions to bend your knee. Next, we move on to Ekapadasana Dve, the one-legged pose 2. So start standing tall with your feet together. Shift your weight onto one leg. Hinge forward from your hips as you lift your other leg straight back until parallel to the ground. Extend your arms forward in line with your ears, interlace the hands actively for balance. Holding the Anjali Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha by tucking the chin to the chest and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize one leg arching behind your head, embodying karmic knots, ancient samskaras dissolving into boundless freedom. Siddham Padmam Tata Simham Bhadram Vajram Cha Muktakam Guptam Gomukam Ekam Cha Veeram Swastikam Eva Cha. Coming to a standing position, shift your weight to your front leg as you lean forward and bring your hands together as you raise your left hand behind you. Now we move on to Chandrakanta Asana, beloved moon pose. So start in a deep lunge with your front knee stacked over your ankle and your back knee resting on the mat. Press into your front foot as you lift your chest and arch back. Reach your arms overhead and extend them slightly behind with palms together for connection. Hold the Anjali Mudra with your hands, bringing your palms together. Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Molabandha, Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize cool moonlight rising through your spine, filling you with steady, calming energy. Ardhanarishwaram Chaite, Bakasana Daravahe, Chandrakanta Suddhasaram, Vyagrasanam Itaparam. Bring the right leg in front of you. Fold into 90 degrees and place the left knee on the ground as you lift your arms and arch back. Chandrakantasana. Next is Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Start standing with your feet wide apart and your front foot turned forward. Hinge at your hips to lower your front hand towards your ankle while keeping your top arm resting along the side of your body. Keep your chest open towards the side and raise your lower hand lightly for balance. Avoid letting your top shoulder roll forward by drawing it back. Hold the Shamati Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Bandha Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham as you visualize your whole form as a clear, radiant crescent moon. Purake Padadvayam Prasarya Hastadvayam Yoni Vidaya Rechake Tatavasratva Kayam Prasarita Padasti Namaye Arthachandram Nivarupam Padagushtam Karayodhutam Vame Pakshe Punastatvaya Vyasaha Kramasa Sadaye. So take a wide stance with your legs as you slowly lean forward to the front as you look up and keep your left hand by your side and keep your chest open. Ardha Chandrasana. From here, we move on to Ardha Chandrasana Urvanga. So, in this asana, instead of your left arm by the side of your body, You will lift your left arm above, bringing above the head. As you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha Japam Nithyananda Paramashivaham. Visualize your whole form as a clear, radiant, present moon. हस्तौ वामदक्षिणौ युगपत्पादये दक्षिणपार्श्वेन मित्वा व्यायामं ततः पुनवामे कुर्यात्. So from the previous asana, bringing your right hand towards your feet, raise your left hand above your head and you continue to gaze upward. Next we move on to Vajrasana way, the elephant pose to. Start standing with your feet hip width apart and place your hands just above your knees. Bend forward slightly while keeping your spine long and your body steady. Press your palms firmly into your thighs for stability. Keep your chest lifted and gaze forward. Avoid rounding your back by drawing your shoulders back. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham. Visualize yourself as a mighty elephant, steady and grounded in unwavering strength. Janmor urdhakaram stapya stiradeho bhavedridam etat gajasanam sarva vijna vichila vicheda karakam. Standing with the feet wide apart and placing the hands on your thighs. As you pressing your feet firmly into the ground. Next, we move on to Nachiketa Asana, the eternal fire seeker pose. So, coming to a standing position with the feet hip width apart, raise both arms and into a Namaskara Mudra above your head. As you hold the Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham, visualize embodying Nachiketa's unique qualities: razor sharp discernment, piercing illusion, fearless resolve, defying death, and selfless wisdom seeking only the eternal truth. Atan Nachiketa Sanam. So standing with the feet hip width apart, raise your hands above your head to Namaskara Mudra. From here, we are moving on to Varahasana Krimi, the boar pose 3. Start standing with your feet wider than your hips. Bend your knees, hinge forward to place both hands onto the ground under the shoulders. Keep your spine long and your hips slightly higher than your knees. Place palms firmly for stability and avoid locking your knees. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham. Visualize yourself as a steadfast bow, rooted firmly and pushing forward with unwavering power. In Varahasana Krimi. Karatalam Bhuma Samstapya Padagram Bhujantare Udaram Chodram Uttapya Varaham Idam Asanam. So feet are wide, lean forward as you bring your palm to the floor. In Varahasana. Next is Ankushta Mushtikasana Parshvanti. So the next series of asanas, we are going to be repeating the asanas that we have done so far with the right leg forward. Now the next series of asanas will be repeating these asanas on the other side. So we will be continuing these asanas tomorrow. Now as we come to the last asana for the sequence today, please come down laying on the mat in Shavasana. As we move on to Shavasana, that's Chatwari, the corpse pose 4. From a supine position, lay on your back with the palms facing upward. Let your feet be separated and remain completely relaxed and disengaged. Close your eyes and untouch your entire body and avoid any movements. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open and steady gaze. Kevala Kumbhaka, allowing the breath to pass naturally. Observe without forcing. Clench your perineum and Mulabandha. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. Visualize your body as sacred offering to death, surrendering reverently. Shavarupam Swadeham Tu Samvidbhavya Shushambramam Tatraiva Nilayat Karya Pranapana Vilasataha. So laying on the mat, palms facing up, just completely relax your body, keeping your eyes open and steady gaze. Now slowly within your toes, your fingers, gently bend your knees. As you bring weight to your chest, drop side to side. And slowly come to a seated position. As we conclude today's asana, as we started with Chaturthya Vinyasa Krama. Thank you all for joining us today. So we will continue these asanas from tomorrow onwards. Today we will close the session by chanting the Purna Mantra. But before that, we'd like to get a deeper experience of the asanas that we learned today. Please join us for the Paramashiva Sena, a 30-day program that is offered free of cost. The program is happening in 3 different locations: in Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau, in West Africa, and in Kailasas in Tiruvannamalai and Bengaluru in Bali. You can register for this program at ecitizen.info/BSS. So, if you have any questions or comments, please post in the comment section below. So, we now come to an end of this session. So, let us now close our eyes and chant Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Let us now turn towards Swamiji and offer our gratitude. Thank you all. We hope to see you all again tomorrow.